Okay, so I'm guessing there'll be. Oh, for those of you who don't know about Rainbow Six Siege, it's a franchise. I think the last one was Rainbow Six Vegas 2, I think. I'm not sure off the top of my head. Anyways, so broadcasting Rainbow Six Siege, which now has switched the dynamics up as a multiplayer 5v5 matchup, where terrorists versus the are trying to take them out. This is the beta of the game, so from what I've seen, it's more or less evolved into player versus player matchups, where people just try to take each other out rather than focusing on the objective. Hopefully it's fixed later in the game, but regardless, we're just going to broadcast this. There currently are two modes currently available. There is the multiplayer mode for basic, retrieve the bomb or something along those lines, for basic 5v5 multiplayer. Then there's Terrorist Hunt, which is 5 actual players against CPU. Now, I've had troubles with this mode because either not many people are playing it, or the load time to actually get into a match is forever, which is the same thing with the normal multiplayer mode. I've already done the tutorials and gotten my things through, which that's not real tutorials, it just kind of shows you what to do in the game, but it's not that difficult to figure out after a while. My TV screen is really small, so you guys might be able to see better than I do, but regardless, let's jump into this, shall we? Hopefully multiplayer works fairly well. Now it's been a couple days, it's been about a week and a half since the beta was released, and aside from the earlier stress test that was available, which I totally missed out on, things have been running a little bit shaky with matchmaking. Sometimes it takes like 5 minutes sometimes just to get a match started, and it's kind of ridiculous. So we got a match started pretty early. I don't know if anyone's even watching the stream, to be honest. The funny part is it's gonna be like saved to YouTube, I think. So like I have to deal with it. And on the plus side, people are hearing me. So if you're on Orange Team, you might hear me talking to my TV, I guess, because I'm having to be broadcasting. I decided to check and see how it works. So round one, let's go. So the game starts off, if you guys aren't aware, was picking out different rosters. I'm going to go with Smoke, because I recently purchased it. I personally am not a fan of shotguns. I'm just never been a huge fan, so we're going to go with the barbed wire. See, I'm going to go with nitro cell, if I get barbed wire. And the FMG9. And should be good. Now each of the special classes has their own very unique item of sorts. We're actually defending, so I think Smoke class has various, they predominantly have a very poisonous smoke bomb of sorts that goes into. We have a doc on the field, which is our basic medic. Pulse is able to check for heart rates and whatnot through walls. They can't see the enemies, but they know where something exists. The strange part about that is it also picks up your...
We need to protect the biohazard container.
So, early game starts off with preparation phase. Typically, this is where people can just start throwing things down and setting up. So, we're going to start forging our walls. Since we're downstairs, I'm going to see if I can pull off some areas. So, I'm going to set up a barricade right here. You have infinite barricades starting off in the game, which can be placed up effectively wherever, and you have 2 reinforced barricades, which are very powerful and much harder to get through. The only way to get through them is through thermite, and thermite is there's only one thermite person. Once you take that person out, pretty much anything that's reinforced like this is going to be stuck. I've never played the Smoke class, I just know it exists, but I'm currently setting up. Oh, looks like they found the objective right now. So during this time, enemies can scope out the area prior to actually going out, and I think they're actually on their way right now. So I'm going to set up a wall right here. I know there's a guy on the other side. He might not be able to get through, but that's okay. It should be fine. I've got a reinforced wall here, and I'm going to reinforce the one right over here. Actually, no. We're going to go right over here. I'm probably wasting my time right now, but might as well our reinforced walls would have a harder time getting through. Shit. Totally misclicked on that one. I'm like wasting time right now. Uh-oh. So, looks like we got, I don't know. Oh, shit. Okay. I think I accidentally killed this thing. Because I thought someone was coming through. Okay, so I totally wasted a nitro cell charge right there. Don't know anyone came through this way. Right now we're doing not exactly fantastic. Someone's definitely in, but I don't know.
Nest in position.
Okay, so that's what that does. I had no idea how that worked beforehand.
Blue 4, last operator standing.
I am the apparently last person apparently on the field right now. That kind of works. God damn it. This is gonna suck. This is gonna suck. Yep.
Mission
Fucked
failed.
up.
Blue 4
Fucked up horribly.
neutralized.
So you see, none of them actually went for the actual objectives themselves. They actually just went and eliminated all of us, which defeats kind of the purpose. I would hope when the actual game comes out that someone that they patch that. I'd patch it, but I guess do like respawn times would be nice. It allows you to kind of get people back in the game a little more often. You know, maybe strip them of whatever equipment and weapons they had, and or something. I guess something to make it easier for people to jump back in and make it more focused on the objective. I think that helps with games like this. So right now we're the attackers. I don't care exactly where we go from because I don't care that much. But as attackers, you effectively do the exact opposite of what defenders do. So you have an early game mode where you can actually go through. You saw someone found our objective point. So typically this is the point where people split off and either go upstairs or downstairs and find out where people are. This game is better done with I think people on audio mics just so everyone can like work together and try to find a way through, but not everyone has a mic or not everyone likes to use mics. I'm actually the only one on my team using one right now as far as I aid quick attacks. I went the wrong way, so I'm wasting a smidge of time, but we got about 30 seconds left to kind of switch through and check everything out. So I'm gonna go left and scope out some areas, see if there's anyone or see if they're upstairs. And it looks like we found at least one person in the vicinity.
10 seconds to go.
Nope,
Well
doesn't
done.
look. Oh,
Biohazard container
objective is
located.
downstairs actually,
5
middle
seconds
floor.
to insertion.
And it looks like they have a jammer. That's why you're seeing this. My screen's all kind of jacked up.
Proceed to the biohazard
So
container and secure it.
we now know where they are. So you can always find out during the actual in-game stuff, but for now, it's really good to get an early game to kind of figure out a plan of action. I really don't know exactly what. I know I've been spotted now because they're using cameras. So while you're trying to get to the enemy team, they can use their own cameras to find out where you are and ping you just like you pinged them earlier. So I can't wait. What? Okay. Okay, they're inside. Oh shit. So then now, since we have actually extra time on our hands, we can actually show what's going on. So after you die, you can effectively check around and find out where everyone is. Their radio jammers are kind of messing up our signals right now, so there's really not much I can do other than work as my teammates and focus on what they're doing right now. See if I can help them out, which I don't think I really can. That was... yeah. This is the part of the game where everything kind of just wait and see what happens.
Protect the bio container.
This is partially why I think a respawn rate and maybe a longer time for the game would be better. Maybe slightly larger maps would be really nice too, so that everything's not so condensed. I mean, these 5-minute matches are nice for like people who have short times to do it, but
Securing the container once the threat is neutralized.
kind of sucks.
One op 4 remaining.
in case, you know, you slip up really early or enemy gets a jump on you, you're pretty much out of the game at that point. And, like I said, it would be really nice if, you know, you could extend the timeout or do something so that people feel more engaged and they're not just sitting here waiting for about a minute and a half.
Blue 4 has been eliminated.
You know. And maybe that was their objective of the game itself, was maybe to, like, make these really condensed matches, but at that point you might as well mix the whole objective itself and just focus on a really quick dogfight, which is what this game amounts to at this point. Pick Doc this time. I like Doc better. So I like the deployable shield. It's really good to set up nice little spots. I'd argue probably the office is a good spot. You got a rookie Jaeger, a normal recruit, and I don't know who the next guy is. I'm gonna mute my mic for now and just let you guys watch the broadcast. No one's watching now, but hey.
Barricade the room. We need to protect the biohazard container. Deploying jammer. Jammer ready. Activating jammer. 10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds. Op 4 hasn't found the biohazard container. They will attempt to locate it during the assault. Putting new mag. Prevent further access to the biohazard container. Op 4 has found the biohazard container. Stop the hostiles from securing
See, there's a
the
point-based
biohazard
system to this
container.
game. I kind of decided to let things play as they are. I just set up a deployable shield here because it's a good spot to just keep people from coming through.
Op 4 has spotted the biohazard container.
Okay, so they found me. They know where I am. And they're probably relaying it to their team, or trying to at least. Which means that in a few, I'll have to deal with something probably coming this way. The question is, which way are they going to come from? We got time. We definitely got time. Oh, shit. Just realized. Yeah, our door got destroyed, dude. I don't know where they are, but... And they destroyed the bottom thing, too. What the fuck? I don't know, I switch weapons. Who did... Why? They're not doing anything. They're just... There's still two... They still got two dudes just sitting around doing nothing right now. Like a whole lot of jack shit. This game's gonna be over in a moment. Mute again.
Op 4 eliminated. Blue 4 mission successful.
Yeah, this is the moment. I knew someone was there. I just didn't know where they were gonna come through. So, good job, team. Back in the attack. We'll go with IQ. Actually, fuck it. Let's go fuse again. And I'll run the 6P41. I'll use breach charge. Is good. Recharge is always good. Mute.
Locate the biohazard container.
Folks watching that, I don't know if that was just a small lag, that thing that happened, but that doesn't normally happen to me. That was weird. Oh wait, whoa, they got a thing, they got a thing. So that means they're upstairs, most likely, and we can't get through.
5 seconds to insertion.
So, fuck, we don't have enough time to go through, but I know they're upstairs.
Biohazard container location unknown. Find the biohazard
I'm gonna
container.
interrupt from up here. Since I'm fused, I think I have a special thing I can do to kind of get in. I just have to see if they're upstairs. Their spot is probably right around, yeah, about up here. Gonna rappel up. Wonder if it's, I think it's this spot. Yeah, it's right here. I think it's where they actually are stationed at. Let's change stance. And then we'll do... I'll shoot that through. Best way to start a matchup. Fuse is awesome. Alright, so we know that one of them is eliminated. Or two? Two are eliminated. Means now I can kind of rappel. I can probably rappel down here without any major issues. Alright. I'm in. Oh shit.
One Blue 4 operator remaining.
Oh, where was he though, is the question. You know. See, the weird part about this game, I think, is like the hit marker seems really weird and delayed. Which makes me feel like the shots are very cheap. But whatever, it is what it is. I got rid of the the jammer, so. There's one guy by the entrance to the upstairs office, I guess. Like the main entryway up there. So be careful about that. I don't know if he's still there, but I can't see him. Yeah, somewhere in this zone. So I think it's to the right. Yeah, somewhere over in that area. Maybe moved. The place where I put the bomb at might be a good spot to check out. You're a little too far. To your right. Yeah, that'll work.
Resume securing the container once the threat is neutralized. You have found the biohazard container. Proceed to its location. Blue 4 neutralized.
Oh. Shit. That was a clean kill. Okay, so at the end of every match, oh wait, I'm muted, I think. Yeah, at the end of, yeah, there we go. At the end of every match, you get to get some experience, some renown, which you can then spend that renown on new classes and builds. So, for instance, I have over 1,000 renown, which is enough to at least get probably one thing, I think. Typically, everything's been going up by 500 apiece, so I could probably use some new attacker. So you got a new operator. There's SAS, the FBI SWAT, the GIGN, and the GSG9. So let's get a GIGN one. I can pick Twitch or the Montagne. I think I'll pick Twitch. Let's see. This one seems reasonable. So, yeah, actually, if you want to spend it, you spend it. And then your thing's just going to go up from here as far as the unlocks. So, again, at launch, then everything goes that, which is kind of defeats the purpose of the beta. Really does. You get nothing for watching that through, so now I have 6 operators total that I can choose from. I think they're going to be adding more in as the game goes on, but right now the FBI SWAT is a minimal one, followed by SAS, and then the GIGN and GSG9 have the most as far as options. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to follow through with Rainbow Six Siege. I think the story is the only thing that has me maybe interested, but we don't know much about it other than the fact that you're doing everything you're doing in-game. So, yeah, this is a 25-minute video specifically on the beta with one match to go off of. Consider Rainbow Six Siege as an option if you're interested. It's not a bad game per se. It's really good. It's just there's a lot of things I think they need to fix right now as far as balancing the matches a bit, you know, making things a little more not as cheap. Like I said, if the enemy team gets aggressive enough, they can if the defending team gets aggressive enough, they can knock out the attackers before they even get out there, and it becomes a bit of a hassle, which I guess is why the map's so tiny and cramped, but you're picking a zone, people get to check and see what's going on. It's very, very easy to slip up and make some very easy mistakes, even for possibly veteran players, especially when you find someone who knows where to sit, where to stand, where the best vantage point is, and things become a lot more tricky. So, I don't know. The multiplayer isn't what I hoped it would be. I hope the matches would be longer, maybe, or just stretch out, you know, how the match plays, I guess. Give it more of a focus, a centralized focus on the objective. I think the objective should still be able to be taken care of. I think maybe having an option for the enemy player to have, like, controllable turrets or, like, mini drones or some traps that they can set up throughout it that could be activated even in death to kind of keep the opposing team from doing much. I think that would give more use to the IQ as far as operators go, because IQ feels like it's necessary, but at the same time there's not enough tech stuff that you find that's going to really disrupt what you do aside from the jammers, from what I've seen. The Doc is nice, but a little overpowered with his make things almost like infinite ammo, but pretty much not actually anyone else. Pulse is cool. Pulse is probably the best, I think. From what I've seen, Fuse is really nice, but Fuse can be cheap. Very, very cheap if you're not paying attention. If there's another fuse on it, if there's a fuse on the enemy team and you're not prepared for it or you don't know it exists, I've been killed early game just because a fuse put the proper thing in. I just showed it on my broadcast, how putting the fuse out at in the right spot can pretty much eliminate most enemies in seconds. You know, Twitch I don't know yet because I haven't played it, but Smoke's been very effective. I'm noticing shotguns are very, very prominent in this game. I'm guessing because you're pretty much in close proximity all the time, you're never really long range. But the thing about that is, in the demo that they showed, there seemed to be like a sniper who was able to kind of pick positions throughout the game to watch certain areas, and they could be picked off too. So the fact that I haven't seen a true sniping person kind of sucks. I wish there were more map options. I wish there was a long range map option where you could have like snipers, set up really cool locales and spots to, not locales I guess, I'm using wrong words, but set up positions to kind of keep an eye on the team, and maybe have drones that float around and try to find the enemy while they're doing things. Maybe have hostage situations, which are missing right now, and I guess that comes out during launch because they're trying to get everything through with the beta. But because this is lacking right now, it just feels like a very empty game. It doesn't give me enough to kind of go through it. I've seen the riot shields are very popular because it's hard to get around them. No real bullets go through them, which is the point of a riot shield. But if you're gonna put it in the game, you gotta make sure it's balanced enough. You really don't know way to get around it as a grenade or a solid, shot in the back. But if they're camped up somewhere and holed up in the right spot, you pretty much can't hit them. Although we saw that our riot shielder got hit, but he got hit from the side. Again, you kind of got to get around it and hope that they don't see you. Actually, I feel like maybe adding 2 more players to each team would be nice. Maybe having like one player that flips randomly between each one, so that you're not with the same group of people, which gives you some time and tactic to kind of interlace with the other people and see how they're going, and maybe you could judge based on how well your particular team does, or maybe you could judge based on how you do in that scenario. But that would be kind of interesting, kind of give it certain players edges, especially for attackers. I think attackers are really on the low end because so many things can go wrong very fast. If the defenders aren't well placed, I guess either or works. So let's nix that idea entirely. I'm rambling now. I don't know. I think this game mode needs a little more care put into the balancing. If you're gonna do this kind of matchmaking where it's 5v5, you can't do an easy elimination and then you're done. The 5-minute window pretty much negates that, because if players are really aggressive, they'll be done in a minute. If they're not, the 5 minutes will be up, but you can't get to your objective. I've seen players who can't find where they're supposed to be going and they get lost, or someone drops the stupid securement thing. It's like a little box that you put on there and it just deactivates the bomb. Like having to pick that up, then go find your position and then set up while there's still 4 enemies running around. I guess trying to allow your teammates to help you helps, but I mean, if you're dead, your body just drops and that's where your camera is, and that camera has a very limited range, so you have to hope that you're in the right spot, and typically enemies move, so it's pointless. It becomes very useless after a while unless people are constantly walking by your dead body, which never happens. Occasionally you'll get somebody, but not really. Defenders have the highest advantage when they die because their cameras move and rotate and they're all over the place. And I don't know. This is a 10-minute rant about this game. It's becoming, and I want to like it more. I need just a little more incentive to be engaged in this particular game mode. It just doesn't feel like any different than any normal shooter, except now that everything's condensed. It just feels like a very condensed shooter. So I'm gonna stop broadcasting. There's really no point in me doing this. I'm gonna put up another broadcast of something else I'm gonna play. I don't know what yet, but maybe I'll do another playthrough of something else I haven't beaten or something. You know, do Arkham Knight again since I have a new game plus. Yeah, let's do Arkham Knight. All right, let's go. You guys have an awesome day, and boom.